Good morning, everyone. Myself, Shravanti Sallaram, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today, we are going to discuss about Introduction to Computer.
College guరించి చెప్తాను స్టేట్ మార్కెటింగ్ రెడీ
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ అని చెప్పమాకండి వెల్కమ్
హాయ్ అన్న హలో గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ అని రెడీ రోలింగ్ యాక్షన్
Hi, welcome you all. Myself, Shravanti Sallaram, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering in St. Martin's Engineering College. Today, we are going to discuss about Introduction to Pointers in C programming. Today, my main agenda is I'm going to discuss about introduction of pointers, why to use pointers, and what are the drawbacks of pointers in C programming, syntax, and how to use that is declaration of pointers and initialization, pointers assignment, pointers arithmetic operations. Introduction to computers. Pointers are very powerful feature in C programming, but it is little bit tricky to understand. If you understand the basics of pointers clearly, it will be very useful for you. Generally, a pointer is defined as it is a special variable. It is used to store the address of another variable as its value. A normal variable can also store a value. A normal variable also can store the address, but it cannot point to that memory location. Let's suppose, let's say if you create a normal variable that is integer, int a equal to 10. Suppose you have created a variable that is a. A variable is used to store a value, store some data actually. Whenever you store some data, it will be stored in the memory of your computer. Memory will have every memory is divided into locations similar to your house. It has a unique address location. Let's say you created a variable a. A is located at some 2000 address location, the base address, the starting address we used to say. When you create a variable of integer type, the 4 bytes of memory will be allocated by the operating system. The 4 bytes starting address is 200. Suppose if you take 200 to 203 locations will be allocated for you. Then the value 10 will be stored in that memory location. Then why we have to use pointers? A normal variable can store a value, can store some data, but whereas pointers are used to store the address of a variable as its value. Now, why we have to use? The basic definition of a pointer is defined as it is a derived data type and that can store memory address of another variable or functions, even other pointers also. Why to use pointers? Why we have to learn? When a normal variable can store address as its value, and a pointer is also used to store the address as its value, as I said, then why we have to use? A normal variable can store the address, but it cannot point to that memory location. A normal variable can store the address as its value, but it cannot point to that memory location. Means you can't retrieve the data by using that address, whatever you stored in a normal variable. That is the problem with normal variable. The main advantage with pointers are it can save memory space and you can directly access the memory of a computer by using pointers from the C programming. That is the main useful feature of pointer, so that the execution time with pointers is faster because the memory is accessed efficiently with the pointers. And pointers are very useful features in data structures. Generally, what happens when you store the data in the computer memory, some slots will not be useful, so small amount of memory. that we used to call it as holes, that you cannot allocate for any other purpose. Why? Because whenever you want to store huge amount of data, we generally expect contiguous location, because you can traverse from starting to ending, so that we expect a contiguous location. Now, the thing here you have to understand, the holes cannot be utilized efficiently. Means the memory which is keeping empty cannot be utilized properly, means efficiently. In order to overcome that problem, we have data structures concept like linked list stacks. Means the holes can be, the memory can be utilized properly with the pointers. Means one node will have the address of the next node, so that you can traverse from first starting to ending. That's how we efficiently access or use the memory. That is one more feature. And an array is of any type can be accessed with the help of pointers without considering its subscripts range. In pointers concept, like contiguous memory locations, also you can use pointers. Pointers are very useful for file handling. Means whenever you want to store the data permanently from the C programming, we use files. Whenever you want to access the files, or whenever you want to store or retrieve the data from the files, we need the help of pointers only, because pointers, we use file pointer over there, so that you can point to that starting base memory location. From there you can access complete memory of a file, complete data of the file. Pointers are used to allocate memory dynamically also. There are different features in the C programming to allocate the memory, like arrays. Whenever you want to store huge amount of data, we use arrays. But the arrays will have some limitations. You can't extend the memory, static memory allocation we used to say, and you can't extend the memory whenever you want. In order to overcome that problem, we use dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation, runtime allocation, whenever you want you can extend, but there also we use pointers. These are the main advantages why we have to learn pointers. Main thing is you can access memory directly, and for dynamic memory allocation we use pointers, and it takes very less, means it saves memory space, and we use for file handling. These are the main advantages. Is there any limitations? Where you can access the data directly in the memory, that is the advantage, that is a disadvantage also, because pointers are pointed to some incorrect location. If at all, if you pointed to incorrect location, then it may, let's say if you have made any changes in that location, that may corrupt your data. That is, means it may create some dangerous problems also. Like let's say you have saved some pictures and unexpectedly you made some changes in that memory location, that may affect your important data also. That is the main drawback with the pointers. Whenever you use pointers, be cautious. Segmentation fault can occur due to uninitialized pointer. The thing here is, if at all, if you didn't initialize is nothing but whenever you declare a pointer, if you didn't initialize any address to that, it stores the garbage value. It stores garbage value. The nature of the pointer is, as well as it points to that location also. So that is, so that it points to that location. The segmentation fault may occur. If you made any changes, it will reflect at that address space. So that is the major drawback. And pointers are slower than normal variable. While retrieving or while accessing the data from the memory, but when you compare with a normal variable, pointers variables are somehow slower, and it requires one additional dereference. In order to get the data from the memory location, one more step you have to take, that is dereferencing. If we forgot to deallocate a memory, then it will lead to a memory leak. So these are the main advantages and disadvantages of pointers. Now, a pointer, the basic definition. Now you learned why we have to use and what are the drawbacks, means when you have to be cautious, how you have to take care when you use pointers, when you have to use pointers also. Now, the main definition. A pointer is a special variable where it is used to store the address of another variable of same type as its value. That is the definition of a pointer. Pointer is a special variable where it is used to store the address of another variable of same type, where it is used to store the address of another variable as its value of same type, and as well as it points to that memory location. For example, an integer variable holds or stores an integer value. Let's say you have an integer variable. If you want to store the address of that integer variable, you have to declare a pointer of integer type only. However, an integer pointer holds the address of integer variable. Now, let's say, suppose, if at all, as I said, pointer is a special variable where it is used to store the address of another variable of same type. Let's say you have a variable that is integer a you declared, and the value of integer a is 10. Then whenever this line is executed by the compiler, operating system immediately allocates some address. Address is nothing but some memory location will be allocated. Let's suppose the memory location of this A allocated by the operating system is 2000. Then A is a name of the variable and 10. See, every variable will have three features. One is name, another one is value, and address. Every variable will have these three properties: name of a variable, value of a variable, address of a variable. Address is nothing but where exactly it is stored in the memory. Okay. So this is what happens when you create a variable. Let's say if you want to access this data from the C environment directly. See, there will be whenever you want to access the value of A, there will be a lookup table in the computer memory. Whenever you are trying to get the data, it goes to lookup table. From there, it will retrieve the data. Okay, let's say if you printf %d a. This is the printf is a function which is used to print the data at console. What you want to print? The value of A, the data of A. Then what happens? There will be a lookup table in the computer. Then it goes to lookup table. There it will search for the name. Then it goes to the address of that. From there it retrieves the data. That's why it is slower when you compare with a pointer variable. Whereas pointer variable directly it retrieves the data from the memory. There will not be any lookup table in between. Okay. Now how to retrieve the data from the pointer? As I said, pointer is a special variable where it is used to store the address of another variable. Now how to create a pointer variable? We use asterisk operator to declare. See, before using any variable, first you have to declare. Declaration is nothing but you are telling the compiler which type of data you are trying to store. Okay. Now this is how you declare. Now P is equals to address of A. This is how we store the address of a variable in a pointer variable. Now the thing here you try to understand, whenever you are trying to store the address of integer type, your pointer declaration also should contain integer type. Okay. Now P is a pointer variable. P is a pointer variable which is used to store the address of another integer variable. This is not exactly P is of integer type. This is not telling that P is of integer. P is a variable, pointer variable of integer type. Not that. You try to understand that P is a pointer variable where it is used to store the address of another integer variable. That is what exactly you have to understand. Let's say if you want to store the address of character variable, you have to create a pointer character star P. That's how you have to create. Now let's learn how to declare a pointer variable. let's suppose we use, in order, before using, you have to know some operators we use to use the pointers. Those are address operator and value at operator, value at address operator. Address operator, as you know already, and symbol, ampersand symbol. This is used to retrieve the address of a variable. Let's say there is a number is a variable. If you want to retrieve, let's say you have created a num variable. The value of num is 10. It is located at some 2000 address. Then it gives, and num will give the address of num. Means address of num is 2000. 2000 will be given as its value. Percentile p is a format specifier to print the address in hexadecimal format. Value at address operator, another operator. We use only two operators, that is ampersand operator and asterisk operator. Whereas ampersand operator is used to give the address of a variable, and value at operator, that is asterisk operator. Value at operator is used to give the value at that memory location. Let's say you have created a pointer p and you store the address of a, then as well as it points to this location. Then let's say instead of this, if you have given p here and percentile d here, asterisk operator is used to print the address, is used to return the address of your variable. Okay. So then the result of this will be 10. So these are the two operators we use. One is address operator and one is value at operator. Address operator is used to return the address of your variable. Value at operator, asterisk operator. This is used to return the value at that memory location. Okay. Then now you learned the advantages and the operators what we use in pointers. Now how to use? See, in any programming language, whenever you want to use that feature, you have to learn the operators what we have to use, and the syntax. Similar to our natural language, in order to convey something to a computer, there is a separate language, that is syntax you have to follow. Now the syntax of pointer, how to use? You have to learn the syntax, proper syntax, so that you can convey that message to a compiler, compiler will execute. The syntax to use pointer, anything before using you have to declare it. How to declare? It depends on the type they are pointing to. See, this is how you have to declare. Type is nothing but, first you have to tell the type. Type is data type and followed by asterisk and name of your pointer variable. The syntax declaration of pointer is data type, asterisk and ptr, means name of your pointer variable. Let's suppose if you want to store the address of a integer variable, let's say you have a variable that is int a having a value 10. Okay, let's say you have a variable that is a having a value 10. Then if you want, then the operating system immediately allocates the memory. Suppose it is 2000 and name a. Now if you want to store the address of this integer variable, create a pointer int star p. This is how you have to declare if you want to store the address of integer. Okay, it's nothing but p is a pointer variable. Now it is ready to store. Now then immediately operating system will allocate memory. Let's say it is located at some 3000. Now it is ready to store the address of another integer variable. Now in our program we have a variable that is a. Now it is ready to store. Okay, this is how you have to declare. Then this is the declaration. Then Let's say if you want to store the address of a character, let's say I have a character variable ch having a value some x, then character star c is ready to store the address of a character variable, where integer variable int star a cannot store the address of ch. A is a pointer variable here. In this example, a is a pointer variable of integer type, but it cannot store the address of ch because ch is of character type. This is you declared of integer type, means you are telling the compiler a is a pointer variable, it is ready to store the address of integer variable only. You can't store the address of a character variable in a. That is you remember. Okay. Then now you declared clearly. Then initialization. Initialization is storing the initial value. Storing the initial value. In order to store the initial value address, we use ampersand operator. Name of the pointer variable and address of which variable you are trying to store. Let's suppose you have a integer variable that is x having a value 10 and you created a pointer that is star ptr, and this is how you can store the address. Then what happens? X is a variable having a value 10 located at some 2000 address. You created a pointer that is ptr and you stored, the meaning of this is ptr is ready to store the address of integer variable, that is you are initializing address of x. What is the address of x? Address of x is 2000. Now 2000 will be stored and as well as it points to that memory location. So this is how you can initialize, how you can store the address. See here, there is a num variable having a value 10 and it is located at this address hexadecimal format. Every variable will have a name, number and address. Okay. Sorry. Now, suppose, now if you want to store the address or in order to access the memory fast, we use pointer concept. Okay. Now, if you want to access the memory, if you want to access the data from the C programming through the pointers, now this is one example I am demonstrating here. I am creating a pointer that is int p and I have a data of var is a variable having the value 10 at this memory location, some in hexadecimal format 0x7ff98c, this is in hexadecimal format. And then the meaning of this is p is equals to address of var. P is a pointer variable, special variable where it is used to store the address as its value as well as it points to that memory location. Now, you initialize address of var. Address of var, what is the address of var? This is the address of var. This will be stored as its value in P as well as it points to that memory location. Now see here, printf is a function, console output function, value of variable var is %d, var means what is the value of this? 10. 10 will be printed. Okay, 10 will be printed as output. The next printf statement, value of variable /n means it takes a new line space, value of variable var is asterisk p. Asterisk p, asterisk is what did I say? It is a value at operator. Value at operator means star. What is p value? P value is 0x7 something 4c, right? Value at this location. What is the value at this location? This is the location. What is the value at this location? 10. Means asterisk p will return the value at that memory location so that you get 10. Then address of a variable var. This will be same. The address of var is c. This will be printed. And then new line space, address of a variable var is %p will give the hexadecimal format and p will give pointer address, value of p, 0x that will be given and address of P. See, every pointer, for pointer variable also memory will be allocated by the operating system. What is the memory allocated? This is the memory allocated. This will be printed at console. Now, how much size will be allocated? See, as I said, whenever you want to store the data of a integer variable, we create integer pointer. Whenever you want to store the address of a character variable, we create character pointer. Whenever you want to store the address of a float variable, we create float pointer, right? Now, how much memory will be allocated? Is it depends on the type you have given? No. The size will be allocated because pointer is a variable where it is used to store the address, right? So, it allocates, it depends on the computer architecture, because whether it is a character pointer, whether it is a float pointer, or it is not depends on that, because it is used to store the address in numbers, right? So, it allocates, depends on the operating system. If at all 64-bit operating system, it allocates 4 to 8 bytes. If at all, if it is to 32-bit operating system, 2 to 4 bytes of memory will be allocated. So, this is what exactly happens. See here, the size of, say you have a integer pointer, size of PTR X is for 4 bytes, for PTR Y it might be a float type, but it is 4 bytes, and anything it will be a 4 bytes only. Now, a small video I'll play that describes about the pointer. Now, it's similar to your house. Every house will have an address similar to your house address. In order to reach something, in order to reach a person to your house will have an address, right? Similar to that, in order to reach a variable from the C programming, every variable will have an address. From the C programming, if you want to reach, you can use pointers. See, normal variable, address will be stored something. If you want to retrieve the address, if you want to retrieve the data at that address, we use pointers. Okay, this is what about pointers, and just try to solve this. I am declaring a constant int x and storing the address of x in PTR. Star PTR plus plus. Star PTR plus plus is nothing but dereference the value. What is the value at value of x? 10. Dereference the value 10. 10 plus plus 11 you will get. Even though you declare a variable as constant also, you can change, like let's say the next statement is printf statement, %d star PTR. Star PTR will give the value at that location. What happens exactly? Star PTR plus plus. Plus plus means it is an increment operator. It increments the value at that location. See, generally what happens? Whenever you create a variable, okay. Whenever you create a variable, operating system will allocate the memory, right? Now, let's say you declared a variable in the last example as constant a having a value 10. You have created a pointer variable that is PTR. It is, let's say the a is located at 2000 and b is pointer is located at 3000. Whenever you have written p is equals to address of a, then immediately the address of a will be stored in PTR as well as it points. Then PTR plus plus, whenever you did this, the value at PTR 10. Value at PTR is 10. So, the 10 will be incremented by 1, 11 it made. So that it means the constant values of a variable in the memory location can also be changed. Whenever you have written printf %d and PTR, then it gives what is star PTR? Value at PTR. What is the value? 2000. Value at this location, 10 is modified with 11, you will get 11 as result. And if at all, if you have written percentile D and the value of A is also 11. So this is how you can access the memory directly from the C programming by using the pointers. Now, this is how you can retrieve the data of data from the memory through the C programming. Let's say if at all, if there is an array of elements, let's say you have 5 elements in the array, 10, 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. And generally the address of array will be stored in, the base address will be stored. And the base address of this is 3000. Let's suppose you have created a pointer. If you want to access the elements of this array, you have created a, let's say it is an integer array. So int a of 5 is equals to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Then if you want to access, because whenever you expect speed of access, we go with pointers, because directly you can access the memory. There will not be any intermediate between lookup table. So let's say because it is an integer array, I'll create a pointer of type int, I'll declare, and I'll store the address of a of 0. Address of a of 0 is 1000. See, every integer will take 4 bytes if it is for 32 to 64 bit operating system. Nowadays every operating system is allocating 4 bytes for integer only. Now address of this will be stored. Let's say if you did printf, if you want to access the next memory location p++, what it will return? See, it is a pointer arithmetic p++. P++ is nothing but p+1, the next memory location. The next memory location, generally it will be incremented by p plus how much for integer? 4 bytes, 1 into 4. What is p actually? P base address is 1000. 1000 plus 4 into 1, 1004 address. Let's say if you dereference it, p++. So 1004 location, 15 will be given as its value. This is how you can retrieve all the elements of the array through the pointers whenever you expect speed of access. Thank you everyone.